You need to train yourself out of preparation for things. Just do it. You may be asking, why do I need to do this? In school, we're taught that there is a test, and to pass that test, you must prepare. There's one chance, and one chance only. Maybe a retake if you're lucky. But we're always talking about how school is not the real world, but we don't exactly talk about how. Because the school does have real life aspects. You have to get along well with your teachers to do well, right? I mean, you can without them, and that is parallel to real life. You can do well without people, but it makes it easier if you just make a good impression and have good relationships with people. There's other aspects in school that are applicable to life, like time management, and it does teach you that. It does teach you skills that are necessary. However, in school, we're taught and wired into preparing all the time. Prepare as much as you can so you can get the best grade. Because if you don't, you will get a grade and you will think to yourself, I could have done better. So prepare, prepare, prepare. But that is not how real life works. You prepare by doing the thing. You don't prepare by preparing to do the thing. Let me say that again. You prepare by doing the thing. You do not prepare by doing things before what you were trying to do. Why? Because when you do something, you get feedback from it immediately. If you're trying to learn piano and you just touch the key, now you know what the key sounds like. Or if you do it in front of someone, now you know that this is not how you do it, or this is how you do it, if you're watching like a video side by side. Versus you keep watching a YouTube video, how to play this song, how to play for Elise. Do you think that's going to get you to playing for Elise by watching for Elise? No, you need to put your fingers on the keys and start playing. Start watching as you do it. You do not prepare to do it. You just do it, and that is the best preparation, because real life, the real world, gives you immediate feedback. And that is why it is so crucial that you just act when you want something, because that feedback will put you ahead in such an exponential way compared to just optimizing and preparing. If you optimize, you will never get to the first step. As much as it gives you dopamine to research and find the best way, the best form, the best weight, the best method of doing something, even though you have so much knowledge, and what I'm telling you, you probably know this because you have so much knowledge, this knowledge is still not putting you ahead of step one, because you have not walked forward one step. Let me say that again. If you have not stepped forward because you are preparing, as much as you know, as much knowledge as you know, that does still not put you in the first step. But that first step, as I've said in my previous video, that first step is really the catalyst of change, improvement, and getting to where you want to be. If you never take that first step, it is so difficult to accomplish what you want. So the focus should be on getting that first step. But if you're always optimizing, always learning, and always preparing, which is the point of this video, just relearn, retrain yourself to not even let yourself prepare. If you have an idea for doing something, you have a desire to do something, to get something, to improve at something, don't let yourself prepare. That may seem like bad advice, but try it in the real world and see where it gets you. It might seem scary, but it is not going to harm you in the grand scheme. Say you go to a martial arts tournament and you don't prepare, right? What I'm getting at is not don't prepare, because prepare has gotten kind of like crooked in the modern sense because we have so much information. You will prepare for your martial arts tournament by watching the videos of how to spar, how to get the hardest kick, how to do this, how to place your foot. But if you just do it, that is preparation. So that is what I'm trying to say, is that you have to shift your thinking from preparing as getting knowledge, like you do on a test, you get knowledge to prepare for the test. Instead, you have to look at preparation as the act of doing. Doing is preparation, because what follows after is what will set you up for success. And if you don't do that, if you fall into the trap of knowledge and optimization and preparing through information, you will likely not move an inch. And that's the reality. I feel like even myself, if I were the one hearing this information, this advice, I would be like, oh no, I'm different, I'm better than that. Not even I'm better than that, but that is not me. I'm not the rest of other people. This information applies to other people, and I'm not other people. So it doesn't apply to me, so I'm not going to listen to this. But that is not... You will benefit, no matter who you are, you will benefit from just doing as your preparation. Switch your thinking from preparation as a knowledge building thing into a action stacking thing. Instead of having a want to get better at something or to learn something and do something and get get better, get to the best level, just immediately do. Even if you don't know what to do, even if it's imperfect, action is always better done than perfect. Let me say that again. Action is always better done than perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be done. And the people who understand that are the ones that move forward. They don't stay stuck. You look at your aunt or your uncle, your grandpa, or people in your life, and you're like, they are this old and they have not done anything they wanted to do. People talk about their aspirations all the time, and you never see them get forward or closer to their goals and aspirations. And this is why. If you relearn your thought and action process behind wanting something, your results will be different. You will not end up like the people that want these things and don't move forward. Because to get different results, you must do different things. So if they're thinking, oh, I just need to, find the most optimal method, because if I do it a little bit better than everyone else, then I will succeed, which is true. But if you don't do it in the first place, all of that knowledge means nothing because you're not putting it into action. So instead of getting hooked on this preparation mode, just do.